Brought to you by Golf Pride.
A very good morning and welcome into Morning Drive on a Monday. We hope you had a lovely weekend. Anna Whiteley with you alongside the gang, Damon Hack, Paige McKenzie and Robert Dameron. Well, we have got some very exciting breaking news for you this morning as world number one Rory McIlroy will be teaming up with 20-time PGA Tour winner Dustin Johnson in a charity skins event against a pair of PGA Tour winning Oklahoma State Cowboys in Rickie, Fowler and Matthew Wolff. The event, named TaylorMade Driving Relief, will raise money to benefit relief for COVID-19. It will take place on May 17th on NBC as the first live golf broadcast to return during this time, with additional coverage on Golf, Sky Sports, PGA Tour Live and Golf Pass. So let's take a closer look at the details. TaylorMade Driving Relief will be held at Seminole Golf Club in Florida. There'll be $3 million up for grabs to raise money for the American Nurses Foundation and CDC Foundation, as well as an additional $1 million Birdies and Eagles pool donated by Farmers Insurance. This 18-hole skins competition will follow strict social distancing guidelines and there will not be fans permitted on site at the event. So guys, this is really exciting stuff and something that fans are going to be so looking forward to watching. And Damon, just give us a sense, how big is it for golf that it could well be the very first live sporting broadcast back during this time that we're living in right now?
And what a wonderful opportunity for our game to be at the tip of the spear of professional sports returning during this era of COVID-19, largely having the stage to itself. Think about the sports fan as a whole. Maybe you're starved for LeBron James. You're missing Aaron Judge. You're anticipating Tom Brady in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey. This is an opportunity for you to watch some stars in golf, to learn about these athletes, a bio like Matthew Wolff, a young star from Oklahoma State, obviously a world number one in Rory McIlroy, Dustin Johnson, Rickie Fowler, and also the golf course itself for the golf fan. This is Seminole down in Juno Beach, designed by Donald Ross, opened in 1929, where Ben Hogan used to spend his springs 30 days in a row preparing for the Masters tournament. So there's history for the golf fan, and there's competition and competitive nature and fun for the sports fan as a whole.
Paige, it's been 8 weeks now since the Players got cancelled and play came to a halt on the PGA Tour. So many fans at home will be so eager to watch live sports, especially when it comes to these players playing the game that we love. What will be the most rewarding thing for these fans who are longing to be entertained by this?
I think just seeing any shots going up in the air at this point, this is an oasis in a desert of sports landscape. So I think for any of golf fans or sports fans, just the fact that they're going to be out there competing is going to be rewarding. I liken it to when you take a long break after an off season, a winter break, and you come back and you have zero expectations and you go out and you play great. For me, watching it, I have zero expectations watching it, and I know it's going to be great because we're actually going to see golf being played.
Well, that's true. You are going to see some shots get in the air, with something I haven't seen much out of my own game. They're kind of riding the ground a little too much nowadays. But what I'm excited to see, and Damon touched on it a little bit earlier, is Seminole, the golf course itself. I've been fortunate enough to play there a handful of times. It is iconic, and it's reclusive in a way, if a place can be reclusive. It's not a place you've seen a lot of pictures of. It's not a place many people have been. It's so exclusively private. It's almost like the Augusta of Florida, but without a tournament on it. So we never get to see it televised. We never get to see how this great old course plays. It is going to be a treat. Some of the most treacherous greens in history. You're going to see guys putting off the green, no doubt about it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful golf course, great layout, and it's going to be fantastic to get to watch golf, period, but on this course especially.
You know, quietly, many people consider it the best golf course in Florida because of the layout, because of the architect, because of the history. And we get little bits of, pieces and news and dribs and drabs. The Seminole Pro member arguably has one of the strongest fields every year. The likes of Jack Nicklaus getting to play, Titans of Business joining in, Rickie Fowler plays every year as well. So it's going to be fun to see a golf course that most of the golf fans have never seen before. Maybe you've seen an email or caught a glimpse of a picture on the internet. It's going to be a lot of fun for golf nerds to kind of feast their eyes on this gem of the state of Florida.
Okay, so we've got a superb venue. We've got a lineup of players that is hard to beat. But let's dive into these two teams, because we've sort of got the heavyweights in Dustin Johnson and Rory McIlroy. And I like to call them sort of maybe the charismatic underdogs in Matthew Wolff and Rickie Fowler. But Robert Darren, who do you think may have the edge when it comes to this matchup?
On paper, DJ and Rory obviously are going to have the edge, but I'm not putting my money on them. I'm going with Rickie and with Matthew Wolff. I saw a tweet yesterday from Justin Thomas that he and Rickie went and played with a lot of golf balls in Persimmon Woods and played 18 holes. And he goes, I want Rickie on my team. We also know about a month ago, Rickie shot 60 playing against JT. JT shot 65 and got trounced. So Rickie is playing very well by all accounts. And also, these kind of loose formatted golf tournaments where it's going to be fun. There's going to be jabbing back and forth. Matthew Wolff is no slouch when it comes to running his mouth on the golf course. That's going to be a lot of fun. But Rickie really shines in instances like this. And I think the real beauty of Seminole is the difficulty of the greens. And Rickie is the best putter of those four, hands down.
He really is, but I'm going the opposite direction from you, Robert. I believe in Rory and DJ. Just in speaking to Nick Doherty, our friend from Sky Sports the other day, three-time winner on the European Tour, who said, with Rory McIlroy right now, you can just start him up. He's a Rolls Royce. Just turn the key and that engine's going to hum. And I think if you recall, we left him as the hottest player in the game. I can't wait to see his absolute grace and power with the driver. And I think Dustin Johnson has a little bit to prove right now, not necessarily playing the kind of golf that he wants to. You mentioned how important putting is. That's kind of been a weak spot for him, but I think it's something he's obviously been working on. He's too good to be held down for too long. The resume, major champ, 20-time winner on the PGA Tour. You got a 4-time major champ in Rory McIlroy. I just think the class and quality of those two players are going to outshine young Matt Wolff and Rickie Fowler.
I would agree that they are the favorites, but I would also say that I think all of the players have a little bit something to prove. If you go to Rory, just keeping this incredible golf streak alive, what a disruption to his year this COVID-19 break has been, as well as Rickie Fowler with the coaching change they made last September, still trying to find his feet completely underneath him. I've heard the reports as well, Robert, about how well he's playing. I'm anxious to see it. And then when you look at Matthew Wolff, there's definitely something to prove here. He's by far the underdog name of the bunch, but he has got an incredible resume. He's had the ability to step up in huge moments. I look at him as an option that may come out of this as really the winning spirit of it all. Because he's an upstart, he is able to kind of make these big moments happen in his young career.
He has a lot of talent, as we all know, and we kind of get to follow him because of his swing is very funky, but he has something that very few people have anymore. He hits the prettiest high draw, pretty wide draw, but it's really, really high. I mean, he sends it straight upstairs. And I think coming into these really difficult greens and his ball with the ability to stop even faster than Rory and DJ, which is saying something, is probably going to help too.
Damon, just give us a big picture thought here. In your opinion, what does this idea that golf is now coming back and hopefully it's going to start entertaining the fans, those who are just desperately needing it as a bit of escapism, what kind of a statement is it about what golf can do for people and their mentality and their well-being at home?
Yeah, I think we've seen that golf, even in this era of COVID-19, has been one of the safer athletic endeavors to participate in. And golf and charity have always been such a wonderful mix, a wonderful blend. We see it in healthier times, and we've seen it in this era of COVID-19 as well. And I'm also just thankful that these players have decided to donate their time and their talents. I mean, Rory McIlroy, we know, has such a global of you, and great for Dustin Johnson to participate as well, and maybe we'll get to know him in a different way. He's often a little bit quieter behind a microphone. Rickie Fowler, we know what he means to this game as an ambassador. And I tell you what, spending a little bit of time with Matthew Wolff during the Players' Championship week before it was canceled, he's not going to be a shrinking violet. He has tremendous confidence, a great personality, and seeing all these four men compete side by side is going to be a gift for golf and a gift for sports.
Agreed, Damon. I would also throw in the mix the fact that golf has become a leader in this return and a leader in the charity aspect of it. I think leadership is needed in times of uncertainty. And in this case, I believe that golf and this particular event is going to be the leader in kind of promoting who the heroes really are in this epidemic and moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, this is brilliant news. It's something that we can all look forward to, a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. And we'll continue to bring you all the news as we look forward to this event going ahead on May 17th.